Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Orange Slice. Today, I'm going solo, and I want to talk about something that's very personal to me. We have a lot of clients that come to us, and they desperately need help. They're in a bad situation, and a lot of those times they're coming to us after being with other web companies that have not held up to the promises that they offered the business. So today's topic is going to be 3 ways that bad marketing companies deceive you. The first one is really the core focus of their business. Are they a agency or a web design or marketing firm that is focused on volume, or are they focused on quality? There's a lot of different things that go into a marketing campaign, and all of them, to be successful to their fullest potential, have to be done well. When I look at companies that are very large, like your YPs, your Godaddys, things of that nature, even Yelp for their own input in their own platform, they always tend to focus on a lot of impressions. So how many people saw the ad? What was the performance of the ad itself? I think the easiest way to evaluate the performance of an ad was, did you get what you wanted from it? So, if impressions was the only thing that you were going after, well, then you probably could achieve that result. But paying for impressions doesn't always transform into some type of action. If you're looking for conversions, if you're looking for additional traffic, and I would value conversions over traffic just because that's where you're going to make the most of your money, unless your site is paid to have set up to have like paid ads like AdSense or something like that. You're always going to want to focus on the conversion. If the agency is only focused on providing you good numbers, personally, I've had companies that come to us and they talk about, I was working with YP or I was working with this other, large agency, but here's all these impressions you got. You got 100,000 impressions, and I always ask them, well, what did you get from that? How much did you pay for it, and what did you get? And they say, well, I didn't get anything. And you'll see that's fairly common because that's something that they don't want to show. They don't want to show how many conversions you got, generally because that number is very small. And it's unfortunate too, because there's generally at that point there's a lot of money that went out the door trying to get all these impressions. Hey, my ad showed up, but again, what did you get from it? That would lead me into the second point of this 3-point series, saying that there's a lot of bait and switch that goes on. So when they're having this is what this service normally costs, right? So I have this marketing campaign that's normally $500, but today you can have it for $250, or it's normally $5,000 a month, but for you and your unique situation, you can have it for $2,000. And to me, that doesn't seem honest. It doesn't seem true. I had spoken with another client just today where we talked about something that someone was offering him for a certain price that wasn't their normal price. Now, I can understand, given how much markup you have in a service, being able to mark it down maybe a little bit, as long as you don't jeopardize your own earnings and it still provides them a great value and benefit. But for this particular company, they offered him something that was normally $499. And they came back to him and said, oh, well, since you're not willing to pay that much, today we'll offer it to you for $49. And when he said that to me, I was trying to think of different references of just to bring it to his attention why that doesn't seem right. I mean, to him, he was like, oh, I'm getting a great deal. This is a wonderful company to work with because they're giving me this great and wonderful thing that's normally expensive and now it's not. And what I started to go into with him, a bit of dialogue, was, if I go into a Porsche dealership or Mercedes dealership and the car is $100,000 and, I say, no, but I'm only willing to pay $20, and they accept that, how much was it really valuable to begin with? And let's say I took them up on that 100,000, then how much profit did they make off of me? Did they really have my best interest at heart? Were they looking out for themselves, or were they looking out for me? And I think the answer to that's pretty obvious. Also, if they have that range of markup and they're willing to mark it down that much, and they're still making a profit off of the $49 price tier, the one that they offered him, what is really the value of that service? Are you even going to get $50 worth of value? And for me, the big sticking point was, well, if they were willing to take advantage of you and you were willing to pay the $500, do they really have your best interest, and are they really working for you versus for themselves? That leads into another of the third point of this, the lack of experience, the lack of truthfulness. what are they promising? So for this particular person, they were going to provide all the on-site photo shoot. They were going to provide, all these Facebook ads and things that were going to get him all these additional wonderful things that they couldn't possibly attain, additional visibility, additional conversions. And when I started looking through that campaign, there was no way that was possible. They had a lot of reviews out there across the web. I researched the company and said, hey, here's this thing they're wanting to put you into. Is this 3-month package for a certain amount of money? Here's all these promises that were made. But looking upon these reviews, everybody was saying that they had signed up for the same thing and they never got what they wanted. Sometimes that's due to deceptive practices. Somebody, again, going back to point number one, we're looking at, are they a volume-based agency or are they a quality-based agency? Generally, you're going to see a big gap there in terms of pricing because it takes a lot of time to get the best results, to revise campaigns over time, to closely watch things, to make sure they're performing at their highest. For our agency here, a lot of our work is extremely hands-on. We're looking at campaigns, we're looking at results, we're looking at on-site traffic. We record a lot of site traffic visits so we can see what people do once they get to sites. There's a lot of hands-on time. It's not, hey, we got this campaign running and just hands off and let's see what happens in a month when it's billing time. That's volume-based when you're just setting something and forgetting it. But to get back to point number 3, sometimes it is a true deception. They're volume-based. They want to just get as many people on board as they can. They're going to churn and burn. For every 10 clients they use, they have another 50 that sign up. It's not really based upon a high level of quality. Sometimes it's based on a lack of experience. People promise you the world, hey, we can do this. We think we can do this. And we're pretty sure we can do this. But in practice, that's not going to happen. When you're looking at someone's level of experience, make sure you do your research. Make sure that you look into it and look at their reviews and look at past results of what they've done. Ask for those past results. Make sure that you can obtain some type of report to say, hey, I either want something that's industry specific, and sometimes they'll have it, sometimes they won't, or I just want a general overview. Show me your top 5 performing campaigns that you've managed that you were in charge of, and show me the results based upon that. That's a similar spend level. Even if it's not the same industry, I would think that you could expect a similar result at a similar spend level. And that's definitely something, if you can approach all 3 of these different topics and you get a good feeling from it, that's probably an agency that you want to work with. If they can't provide you reports, if they promise you the world, if the price seems wrong, there's probably something definitely wrong with that you want to avoid. Okay, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this special one-off Dave Going Solo production from Orange Slice. Hopefully you found some of this information helpful. I would appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. You can do that below. That way any new videos and any new advice that we upload, you'll get a notification both in your inbox and on YouTube when you sign in. And we look forward to helping you in the future.